What's going on, y'all? It's your boy June Archer here, the winner's circle on thisis50.com with the ambassador of the Caribbean, my brother Majah Hype.
What's good, my brother?
Keep it locked right here.
Are you ready to win?
Yeah.
Come join the winning circle.
Fuck with the winners, baby.
Put up your hands for me, baby.
Put them up.
And do it like we're supposed to.
Yeah.
'Cause we're gonna win.
Consider this the theme song for victory. The shit you say to yourself, you made history. I'm trying to make it feel like the first.
What's going on, y'all? My brother here, Majah Hype. Listen, Hype. Good to have you, the ambassador of the Caribbean. Walk one, Mario.
It's a pleasure to be here, man.
Listen, there's so many of us that watch the videos. We love what you're doing. You're an inspiration for everyone that's coming up in the Caribbean, young or old. You're representing.
Definitely.
If you haven't heard it, I'm telling you, it's refreshing to see. For you, who was some of your mentors coming up? I know Oliver was somebody I grew up on. You're coming from West Indian household.
Oliver.
But for you though, who did you look to and say, you know what? Wow, this guy's funny, this girl is funny, like I want to do that.
Well, you know, growing up in a West Indian home, everybody knew Oliver. You know what I'm saying? Oliver was like the front runner for the Caribbean comic scene, period. You know what I mean? And then, of course, you have Larry Joseph from Trinidad. You got,
yes.
you know, Tommy Davis, and you know what I mean? All these people, and Sprang Along, and all of these people. But I grew up I would say after the 80s, I grew up here. You know what I'm saying? And I gravitated to the comics in the States. You know what I'm saying? Such as Red Fox, you know, Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, you know, Martin Lawrence, and those people. And it was something that was always naturally in me. You know what I mean? Just to be that clown, that comedic person. But that wasn't my thing. I was actually doing music at that time. You know what I mean? As everything progressed, I realized that the Caribbean don't have that no more. You know what I'm saying? I mean, of course, Oliver is still around and stuff like that, doing the plays and stuff. But nobody don't have no VHSs no more. Nobody's not playing, you know, those plays and stuff like that. And you know, we got social media at our disposal, so why not, you know? Once you go on social media, that's worldwide. You know what I'm saying? You could be in a basement and somebody in Yugoslavia watching your stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I started doing it, and the reason why I started doing the many different accents instead of one accent is because I felt like strength is in numbers. You know what I'm saying? And the whole diaspora of the Caribbean, you know what I mean? The more numbers, the more better off we are, you know what I'm saying? So if I was gonna just come out and just be like Jamaican mother, Jamaican father, Jamaican mother, Jamaican father, or Trinity mothers, Trinity uncles, it would have just been highlighted towards that nationality.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Exactly. So I wanted to, you know, basically capitalize off the whole Caribbean.
What are some of the inspiration behind the characters that you created thus far, and which one do you hold dear to you that you know what? Yo, the Ross is my guy, or Patty, you know, Petty Ann is my like. To you, who's your favorite? What was the inspiration behind the first few characters?
Well, I mean, me personally, I feel like somewhere down the line, I probably came across some people that was like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I didn't strategically say, yeah, I know a dude just like this, and I'm a bigger character based off of him. No, but I mean, the life experiences that happen, you know, sometimes subconsciously it can take over your thoughts, and you don't even really know that, yo. This is that dude that you seen in the beef patty shop over there. You know what I'm saying?
You know who that dude is.
Exactly. So I mean, I think I've encountered these people somewhere along my life. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere down the line through that journey, I've came across people like that. But I've created at least probably 33 characters.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I even created those different characters is because the time that we living in right now, with so much, you know, going on social media and stuff like that, people's their attention is so short.
Very short.
You know what I'm saying? That they'll get tired of you real quick. You know what I'm saying? And so I always want to reinvent myself and bring new things to what my craft.
Right.
You know what I mean? But think the Ross is definitely one of my favorite characters.
Yeah.
Grandpa James.
Grandpa James is dope.
Bobby Buns. He's definitely one of my favorite characters because he's so American, and he's just like that dude that everybody knows. Everybody knows a dude like Bobby Buns. You know what I'm saying? And also, of course, Mitzi.
Mitzi, Mitzi's my favorite though. I know Mitzi. Like every time I go to a Jamaican restaurant, like there's a Mitzi there. She's not working behind the counter.
Like she
pop up. She pops up. For you, you have 2 young kids at home. How important is it to be the blueprint of success or be a positive role model that we don't see on television? We were talking off camera about what people see in a negative context on television or the movies, that things that we kind of portray. For you, how do you allow your kids to kind of understand, like, yo, Pops is doing this, and this is a means to an end, but this is what I want you to see. Don't just watch the negative.
Well, I have 4 kids altogether. You know, my last 2 is 12 and 7. My oldest is 18, right? And for me, I bring them to a lot of the things I do. Like if my kids wasn't in school right now, they'd be here right now. You know what I'm saying? Because I want them to be able to see the road that I have to travel. You know what I'm saying? I want them to be able to appreciate the things that they get. You know what I'm saying? And why they get it, and why Daddy has to work so hard, and why Daddy has to go on the road, and you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. So, like in New York, all of the shows that you see that Majah Hype is on, I keep. You know what I'm saying? I do my own shows in New York. If it's out of the state or out of the country, then you know we work with promoters and stuff like that. But any show in New York, I do my own shows. You know what I'm saying? I only probably did like 2 or 3 shows that wasn't my show in New York. You know what I mean? But aside from that, I have my team, I have my family, I got my support, I got my everybody who's on my team. We put this show together and we make things happen. And you know what I'm saying? I bring my kids through all of that. You know what I'm saying?
So they can see the journey.
They need to see everything. They need to see the work. They need to see what I'm doing. They need to see how I'm getting this money. You know what I'm saying? I'm not scamming. I'm not robbing nobody. I'm not, you know what I'm saying, selling no drugs, nothing like that. This is what I'm selling. I'm selling content. You know what I'm saying? I'm selling laughter. I'm selling joy. You know what I'm saying?
What keeps you going though? After you do something, because the content is king, right? Content is key, and you are putting stuff out that like it's relevant and it's consistent. Do you fall in love with it every day, or some days you're like, you know what, later for Mitzi, man. Like I can't do Mitzi there. I can't do.
You know, sometimes I might have that feeling, but during the day, it'll always come back to me like, bro, you need to pull something up. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, I've been doing it for the last 5 years. You know what I mean? And I've been doing it every day, daily. You know, and to be able to sit back, because I'm actually working on music now. Okay. I'm working on a mixtape now, and even when I'm working on a mixtape, like I'll still have this voice in the back of my head, like, bro, the people want to laugh.
Right.
Like, I mean, I know you're doing your music and all
right.
that, but right now these people need to laugh. You know what I'm saying? So I will always go back to it. You know what I mean? The responses and the positive energy that people give me is what keeps me going. You know what I'm saying? That's what always brings me back to what I'm doing. You know what I mean?
Wow, like I seen him getting there, but I'm glad that he's there.
Right. I mean, fans, they love progress. If you ain't making progress, then they kind of get, discouraged from it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm doing a lot of things that maybe they might not see within the next 12 months. They might see it, next year somewhere. But I mean, behind the scenes is definitely a lot of work happening. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on my second movie. My first movie is called Foreign Minds Think Alike. It's a comedy, a Caribbean comedy. I played 5 different characters in the movie. I wrote it, I directed it. So I mean, that's out on Vimeo.
Where can they see it?
On Vimeo.
You can pay for it. You can get it. You can get a snippet. Yeah, but I promise you, pay for it. It is hilarious.
Definitely. So I mean, they got that, and then I'm working on my second movie now, which, like I said, I was going to bring difference to the genre of entertainment in the Caribbean world. So this next movie now that I'm finishing up writing right now that we're going to start filming soon. It's called All About My King, and it's actually a drama. You know what I'm saying? I mean, of course, it's going to have that comedic feel.
Right.
but it's mainly a drama, you know what I'm saying? And then also I'm going to New Orleans to go and film a movie called Katrina about, of course, the storm and stuff like that. So I'm playing a part in that movie as well. So many things going on. I'm gonna be in PlayStation Theater next month. I mean, you know, you just keep rising, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? I just finished doing a show with Cedric the Entertainer. And,
so that was dope. How'd that feel?
Man, to be able to share the stage with, you know, John Witherspoon and
legends,
Paul Mooney and Cedric the Entertainer, that's iconic.
Paul Mooney alone, like
yeah,
Paul Mooney.
You know what I'm saying? That's something that you can't, man. Even if you was to do it again, you can't relive that moment when you first feel that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it was just awesome for me, you know, and also for not even just for me, but for my career and the community. You know what I'm saying? Like when I walked out on stage, bro, the representation that the people gave me was ridiculous. Like Cedric had to come to me and was like, "Yo, bro, who the hell are you, bro? These people standing ovations, like they love you, bro." Right.
Like they saw the headline.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, and I went out there and I did what I had to do and I killed it. You know what I'm saying? And represented for, you know, the Caribbean people. You know what I mean? And it was 2 shows that was sold out and it was awesome. You know what I mean? So I mean, we just moving, bro. We doing a lot of work. Like I said, I'm working on my mixtape. My mixtape is called Split Personality. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be. I mean, I was in the studio the other day with Busta Rhymes. I just did a skit on Busta Rhymes' new album that's gonna be coming.
That's fitting. That's fitting.
You know what I'm saying?
Any Busta Rhymes skit. If y'all know, if y'all been from the beginning of Busta Rhymes' career, I ain't talking about leaders. I'm talking about when he signed Elektra. Listen, his skits are classic. So I can only imagine.
I must say, Busta, a new album is fire. And I'm not
which album hasn't been fire? He's been consistent. He's been consistent.
He puts that work in, bro. Like we was actually in the studio and he had like 40 songs and he's like, yo, I don't know which one to put. I don't know which ones I'm gonna put on here yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you don't know the thing already. You know? And I'm like, bro, you got too much music, bro. And that was the argument. Like the whole argument was like, what 15 songs is gonna go on this track, on this album, and all of them was fire, bro. So
where do you get your work ethic from? Is it the West Indian background or is it just a hunger to succeed?
I think it's a little of both. You know what I'm saying? And also, you know, at my age right now, I feel like I've did a lot of procrastinating. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like time is. I mean, you ask any successful person, you know what I'm saying, what they value the most, and they're gonna tell you their time. I mean, you could get a chick back, you could get a car back, you could get bread back. You can't get time back, bro. You feel me? You can't be 40 years old and be like, yeah, you know what? I'm going back to 35. You can't do that.
Don't happen.
That time is gone. You know what I'm saying? So I like to utilize every minute, every second of the day. You know what I'm saying? I mean, whether it's doing music, whether it's doing comedy, whether it's, you know, meetings, you know what I'm saying, interviews, whatever it is.
Speaking to your kids, like
you know what I'm saying? I go to a lot of schools, I talk to the kids, I talk to the kids in the jail programs and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And one of the main reasons why I do that is because I went left as a kid. You know what I'm saying? And I wish, I mean, of course my parents was there talking to me, but I wish I had somebody outside of my parents, you know, talking to me, you know what I'm saying? Because growing up as a kid, you hear your parents talk, you know, like Fresh Prince said, parents just don't understand. Right. So you don't even really want to hear it from your parents, you know what I'm saying? You'd rather hear it from that dude on the corner, you'd rather hear it from that dude that you watch on TV, you'd rather hear it from that rapper that you respect, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, like, I was wilding at one point in time, but, I mean, you know, thank God, you know, I've came back to what I know, you know what I'm saying? And I've been, you know, doing well ever since.
We love what you're doing, man.
Thank you.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Appreciate it.
But before you get out of here, let's just say, hypothetically, Mitzi or DeRoss was here, and they might have happened to know that 50's here. What would one of them say? Like, you could give us a little something.
Well, this is Mitzi with us here. Let me tell you something. I love Curtis, I love his music, I love everything about him. And trust me, you see the F-Field vodka, I love it bad. Remember, I tell you, we said, spread around here, 50 cents, big up yourself. My God.
Yo, this is the winner circle. This is 50.com, Majah hype. Follow him, watch him. If he's coming to a place near you, you gotta go, man. Dude is hilarious and funny. Yo, Mayu, be of yourself.
Respect.